Alright, so this week in class we talked a lot about gender norms and things of that nature, and that's got me thinking that here I feel like I really dress a lot more feminine than I have in the States as myself. Now, mind you, I'm an actress. I've played extremely feminine characters before, but you wouldn't catch me in any kind of dress that my characters were in, right? And I don't know, that just has me thinking, it has me like looking again at like redefining my masculinity and my femininity. Because I know that while I was packing to come here, my mom was very like adamant on the fact that she didn't want me to bring a lot of my collared shirts. She didn't want me to bring a lot of my bow ties and my ties because we didn't want me to get that unnecessary attention, because I am in Africa, in this place where they don't necessarily like people who have bisexual orientation. So I tried to maintain some of my masculinity, as I want to say, but at the same time, you know, she bought me capri pants and she tried to talk me into skirts and dresses, and I still stand for a hell no on that. Like, I don't wear skirts, I don't wear dresses. But one of my friends today, he told me that I look very pretty and very feminine today. And that really got me thinking, because, you know, that's not a compliment that I would ever receive in the States, that I look very pretty or I look very feminine that day, because I have been called pretty by previous partners and by other people. And I do acknowledge that. I'm not trying to say that in a conceited or egotistical way, that, like, I'm pretty. I understand that, I know. But never has anyone ever told me that I was extremely feminine. And I know that while I was finding myself and defining my sexuality, that was one major thing that I really did not want to be described as, is I did not want to be viewed as feminine. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with being feminine, because I acknowledge the fact that I'm a female. I wear it as a badge of honor. I enjoy being a female. I'm in the body that I'm supposed to be in. But at the same time, I think it comes just from like defining myself as a stud, because I identify as a pretty boy. If you ask me my gender orientation, I'm a pretty boy. See, and I can use pretty in that context as well. But I would never describe myself as feminine. And having him say that you look very feminine and you look very pretty today, kind of like gave me like this feeling in my stomach that I'm sitting here trying to identify why I feel that way and why that comment has sparked me and tweaked me so much. So currently I have on, this is a shirt that I got from Urban. It's a men's shirt. Have on a tank top, and I have on, for lack of a better word to describe it, it's a sarong. It's called an iggy tangy, which is basically like fabric. You wrap it around your waist. It more or less looks like a skirt. Now, the reason why I threw this on, was because it's hot here. I don't have to wear pants. If I feel comfortable enough, I don't have to wear drawers. And I'm still able to assimilate into the community and not have anybody look at me any kind of way. So I will acknowledge the fact, like, I'll even show you that, like right now, here's my Iggy Tangy. I do look very feminine today. But it's also like when I got dressed this morning, that's not one of the things that popped into my mind. What popped into my mind is it's hot outside. I don't want to put on drawers. Let me throw this sarong on, right? So it's definitely got me thinking, because I think the reason why I have this sensation in my stomach is because I would not describe myself as feminine. And all that's changed is my clothing. Like, my hair is styled in a mohawk right now. Or I'll even wear like my dangly gauges. I would still do that in the States, but my hair would be in this mohawk. I'd have on like my collared shirt and my bow tie, you know? And at the same time, like, people talk to me and they listen to me and tell me that like I have a dude's mentality. But just to have that comment given to me today definitely has me feeling like, Another side note is I'm out to the majority of the volunteers, and I actually feel very calm and secure in that. I am not out to the community, but I am out to all the volunteers. So that definitely makes me feel a lot better, because I did ask one of the volunteers who she's doing a third year. I did ask her like how Rwandans would view me, how they would feel about that. So for the most part, I feel comfortable being completely open and completely honest, just like I would at home with my class of volunteers. But as for bringing that out into the community, like, I don't feel comfortable doing that, you know? So, but just being able to like talk, and like one of my friends, she's been really, really cool. She's really down, and she's really interested in learning like how I view myself and how this works and how that works. So talking to her has definitely sparked my thinking. Like, I would never, ever, ever describe myself as feminine, because at home I got on my baggy jeans, I got on my collared shirts, my button-ups, my fly watches, my chains. But here, I don't have any of that. And like, gender is what you wear, right? But at the same time, it's also how you perceive yourself. So I still feel like I identify as a pretty boy, but having that comment given to me today definitely has me trying to understand why I have this feeling in my stomach and my chest when he said that you look very feminine and very pretty today. And, you know, so, and I also, like, I'm having a really hard time trying to find the words for it as well, because, like, there's nothing wrong with being feminine, and I didn't take it as a derogatory comment. But at the same time, like, I would have never described myself in that way in the States, you know? And at the same time, like, I'll walk down the street and I'll see dudes that got on things that, like, I was just telling my friend today that I'm about to relieve somebody of their chucks, and I saw this dude in this burgundy leather jacket that he was about to get snatched, you know? So I think the same thing goes, that I probably will get another Igitangi just because the one that I have on is a hand-me-down. But, like, the main reason why I have it on is because my jeans are hot and my capri pants are hot. I wear my shorts, you know, so it just definitely has me trying to think and trying to check in with myself and understand why being told that I look very feminine and pretty today has me feeling, and I hate this phrase, has me feeling some kind of way. Because I can't identify that way, but I'm actively trying to check in with myself and understand why. You know, because when I get to the States, like, I'm not going to wear this. I want to wear what I want to wear. Like, for my swearing outfit, I already know that I want vests, and I want some pants, and I want a bow tie, and I want a kovu. Like, that's my swag. That's how I feel about it. And it's just today that somebody has told me that I look extremely feminine. I still look like pretty boy stud me, just like taking down a couple pegs, you know? And it's wearing the Igitangi, it's wearing this skirt-like thing that has me looking very feminine. And I don't think that's necessarily going to stop me from wearing it, because the fact that I look feminine isn't giving me that much grief. It's the fact that when I wear this, I'm cooler. I can move around. I can do what I need to do, and I ain't got to wear no drawers with this. Like, that's the thing about it that I really like. But at the same time, I'm not going to go to the market and I'm not going to buy a skirt or a dress. This is as feminine as I will ever be, you know? So it's just trying to, like, you know, I came here to learn more about myself and learn about why I feel this way and why I feel that way. And when I come to the conclusion about why being called feminine has me feeling some kind of way, I'm definitely going to get back on here and let you know that epiphany. But as of now, I'm definitely trying to figure out, like, why I have this, not necessarily a pit in my stomach, but, you know, because it's just interesting, because I would have never described myself as that. And I'm also trying to come to terms with how I feel being called feminine, even though I still identify as a pretty boy. So those are my views and my thoughts on that. And I'm going to think about it, and once I get this epiphany, I will share my epiphany with y'all. But yeah, that's that. So, deuces.